Karla Alhaina Yahweh by Shim Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia by Shim Harawat Kakodash, Baraka Thumb, the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine that say Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video whereas Edomite farmers, they pissed off to the point where they finna burn down black farms. See, never trust thine enemy in Sirach, chapter 12, verse 6 is chapter 12, verse 10, Salaki, is there for a reason. Because it don't matter what kind of performance these people put on, that jealousy, envy, hatred is still in them. It's still in them. It's like the brother said at account. It's still in these Edomites. You just got to put in the right code to trigger it. Some of them are better actors than others. They can hide it better than others. But for the most part, if you are a spiritual Edomite, yeah, it's in you. You just ain't been triggered in the right way. But I promise you, all these times that's coming to Babylon, you will be triggered. Now let's go ahead and grab the video. And the name of this video is White Farmers Are Furious That Black Farms Ain't Shutting Down. They have evil plan for blacks. Check this out.
They didn't complain. They weren't whining and stuff. And we've been hearing for a long time that black farmers weren't getting the assistance that the other farmers were getting, and how prejudiced it was. And nobody had a problem with it. Not one white farmer had a problem with it. But now y'all got a problem with the black farmers still producing, still working their farms after y'all got screwed. So now you want to go and destroy. It's typical. Typical. You can't stand to see black people with anything. Anytime black people strike out and thrive and flourish, y'all come in and burn it down. Morning, guys. Hey, quick question. Did y'all hear about the Texas farmers? Did y'all hear the Texas farmers had to close their farms, had to shut it down? Texas farmers have gone completely bankrupt. Almost done. I'm sticking with you. Come on, man. I'm sticking with
you. Now these ain't never popped up like this. See, that's Esau and his fuck shit. That's all right. You're still going into slavery, bitch.
Concentrate fire on the
target. The almighty mass deportations, it hit them hard because ICE came and raided Texas farms, and they gathered up all of their workers, 100% of their workforce, and so they have officially shut down. Yeah. Texas farmers who voted for Trump, who supports Trump, have lost their farms. Add them to Nebraska. Add them to Iowa? All those states that are where farms are heavy. Add them all to the list. You guys are losing your farms one by one. All because y'all supported and voted for DJT. Hard lesson to learn. That's gonna cost a lot of people some hardships. I suggest we get to knowing our local farm producers, huh? I know we have a farm market I think it's one Saturday out of the month here, where we have local black farmers bring in their produce. and sell it at this farmer's market. I think it's going to be a lot of that going on, because they have really screwed the pooch this time. Yeah. So, and now they're crying because they can't get Americans to come and work their farms, aka black people. But one really curious, mind-boggling thing going on at the same time that kind of has me a little, black farmers aren't having these issues. Black farmers are still producing. They're still working. They're still operating. So much so that I've heard, it's been rumored that some of these white farmers are trying to burn down the black farmers' farms because they don't have the issues they have. And the only reason the black farmers don't have the issues they have is because they were cut out of all those subsidies that the farmers were getting. It wasn't for black farmers. So black farmers were never set up for failure. They did what they did on their own. They didn't wait for government. The government didn't give them the extra funds. The government didn't come in and save their day. They just...
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm hoping that...
All right, we can come out of this. She talking some more. It's a 23-minute video, but you got the gist of it. Y'all can come back and watch the rest of it on your own. But yeah, that's the gist of it. These white farmers are pissed off. And what is this remnant of? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Whenever they see so-called black people doing better than them, they get in their fields and get violent. Typical. Which makes them unfit to rule. Let's get to some scriptures. Yeah, that caveman's still a caveman. That base man is still a base man. He's not civilized. He's just acting. John chapter 10, verse 10, red letter, Lord Yahweh speaking. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and they may have it more abundantly. That's all a man knows. That's why violence is always this is first go-to. Violence and lying. Those are his two abominations of choice. Murder, theft. Yeah. That's his shit. Now let's go to Apocrypha chapter. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 12. Well, we might go to chapter 10. Book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Exactly. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. A covetous man, he wants everything he sees and don't even need it. He just wants it. He especially wants it to keep you from having it. That's covetous. That's wicked. That's an abomination to the Lord. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one set of his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casts away his bowels. Nothing is sacred to Esau. That's why he doesn't deserve rulership, because he doesn't know how to treat anything. Nothing is sacred to this man. Let's go to chapter 12, verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Check out verse 11, though. This is what it's talking about when we say they're not civilized. Some are just better actors than others. But if you wipe that rust, you're going to see it's still rust there. That bitch still inside Esau, just dormant. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether been wiped away. That wickedness. This man's urge to lynch and destroy just because he's emotional. That's the rust it's talking about. It's not altogether been wiped away. Because Tulsa, Oklahoma, the government had a hand in that. The military bombing civilians just because of their color and their prosperity. Esau ego can't take it. That's why he turns into a little bitch and want to destroy everything. If I can't have it, you can't neither. Childish ass dudes. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest have he overthrown thee. Yeah, stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Exactly. And thou at the last remember my words, be pricked therewith. Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Chapter 13, verse 5, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. He will make thee bear and not be sorry for it. See? Yeah, I burnt your farm down. If I can't have it, you can't have it. Childish little bitches. Now let's go to the book of Micah. Chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. A man's house and his farm is part of his heritage. Burning that man's farm down just because you in a mood, yeah, you oppressing a man in his heritage. Just because you in your little punk ass feelings. Verse 3, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Oh, let's go to, it was another verse in the Apocrypha I wanted to get. Let me see. What is it? Oh, okay. Chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. That's why you got punk ass little bitch ass citizens right now, because you got a punk ass in office. Punk ass and it spreads through Babylon, as you can see, because they got full of themselves when Trump got back in office. That's when they weren't afraid to show their racism at all. Now, let's go to the book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the wicked. They don't know peace. And that's emphasized again. Let's go to Isaiah 59. Verse 6, their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Meaning, anybody who has any type of business dealings with Esau, they end up regretting it. You don't believe me? Ask the allied nations that Esau has fucked over. Let's go to Isaiah 28, I think. 29:15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? The whole world sees you now. The whole world knows you now. Ain't no hiding who you are anymore. Can't help but to see you now. Let's go to Jeremiah 49. This is why everybody can see you, because you are acting in a stupid way. You're being very childish, very reckless, and very wicked at the same time, unjust. Verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in team, and his counsel peers from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished. Yeah, because the Lord throwing monkey wrenches in all they shit. That's why all the nations are laughing at the United States. That's why none of the other nations respect Donald Trump or the United States. Matter of fact, he came out today or yesterday with he wanted to put new tariffs on people. They laughed at him because they don't respect him. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. I wouldn't either. Because why? Because the taco supreme. Trump always chickens out. So who gonna take a man always crying wolf? Who gonna take him serious? Nobody. And you white farmers, I thought y'all was so supreme and shit. Why don't you get your family members and your MAGA buddies together and help y'all fill up them baskets of peaches and plums? Y'all didn't do that. Y'all went straight to the goddamn car, hit record, and start crying. You didn't even try. But you supreme, you superior. When the black farmers been holding it down without government assistance. But you little bitches got in your feelings. Now you want to burn some shit. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. He the one doing the spoiling, spoil meaning to rob. That's why the whole world see you now. The Lord put you on blast through the prophets. Book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Y'all ain't getting away with shit. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Now, that storm in Texas, it's a good chance that Esau did some weather modification, but he did it because it was the Lord's will. Never forget that Esau ain't got no power. The Lord got Esau doing everything he's doing. Go to Psalms. Chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. That's they go to. That's all they know. So, I mean, if that's all a person knows, that's all they know. But they're superior. Okay. Verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Born liars as well. Let's get this one. We go to trip. There you go. Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. That's why Edomites are catching hell now. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in her cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. They're getting a double dose of them curses. And they don't like it. Oh, well, you better buckle up because you in for the long haul. Y'all got 1,000 more years of curses to bear. Settle in. Get this one. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Verse 9, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. The Lord finna get y'all for what y'all been doing to us. Yeah, we have a savior. Y'all don't. Because cheese and rice ain't coming from, he ain't finna rapture nobody. If that's what you banking on, he going into captivity. How he gonna save you? Yes, your Jesus. Because he's back on the earth somewhere in the reincarnation, and he's going into captivity as well. So how he gonna say, how he gonna rapture you anywhere? You better get y'all mind right. Come up out of these Christian fairy tales, because they're gonna get you destroyed. Trump and Jesus. Them two gonna get a lot of people fucked up. Go to Habakkuk. Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up. This is chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, which makes him unfit to rule, and is deaf and cannot be satisfied, makes him unfit to rule, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, spoil mean to rob. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth, a evil covetousness to his house. Burning down somebody's farm, taking their land, murdering their families. Yeah, that's an evil covetousness. That he may set his nest on high, and that he may be delivered from the power of evil. That's not going to happen. The Lord said, woe to them. Verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. That's how America was established. Through blood, rape, rob, pillaging. And that's the same way it's going to go out, through violence, because it came in with violence. Get this one. Psalm chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily. Yeah. I ain't just gonna tell somebody, you just gonna burn their shit down because you mad. Yep, soon as you strike that match, it's on. You better be a damn good ducker. Get this one. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Bam. Edomite in a nutshell. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's all they know. Jeremiah chapter 23. Oh, no, it's Jeremiah chapter 13. Verse 23. Okay, here we go. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. We know that's not possible. That's why these people can't change. Lepers can't change their spots. Esau cannot change to be righteous. He's doing what he's created to do, and he's going to be judged accordingly for it. He's earning his judgment and his eternal shame at the same time. So I guess you can call that multitasking. Good job, E. Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Earn your judgment, baby. Go to the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why I say never trust thine enemy. Chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Y'all ain't got away with shit. You're earning it like a good boy. Psalm chapter 140. Verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their hearts. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison are under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. Gin is a trap. Verse 8. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Salah. And that's exactly what's going to happen, because they're going to be taken in the devices they have imagined, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. Let's get this one. The book of James, chapter 5, verse 6. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. See? You don't have to do shit to these people for them to get in their feelings. Let's get another one. Psalm chapter 55. Check this out. Verse 19. Yahweh shall hear and afflict them, even he that divideth of old. Salah. Because they have no changes. See, that same bitch is in there. He's just dormant. Some dormant than others. Some are more active than others. But that little jealous, hating ass bitch is still inside Esau. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not Yahweh. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Man, I was trying to figure out how to destroy something. And it's like we said at camp. We were created to create. They were created to destroy. Fuck the lies they tell. Look at their history. We'll get a couple more. We can close. Second Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Y'all ain't got away with nothing. Get this one. This is the book of Proverbs. Now, this is originally talking to about the 2/3 Israelites, but you can easily apply this to Esau in these times. Verse 26, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Trump's whole administration is full of fools, and they're going to destroy this country because it is Yahweh Ratazah. And we can't wait because we tired of Edomite madness and insanity and lies and bullshit and murder and everything else they bring to the table. Y'all better get it out y'all system now, because in the kingdom, y'all ain't gonna be able to do none of this fuck shit. Call halayim la lahayinaw Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hamashiach wa malakia by Hashem Harawat Kakodash. Barakathum, the water Bible ball, Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.